Hi everyone, this is my nano friend. This is Captain Kyle. I'm here at the Star Trek convention by Creation Con. I think that's what they're called, right?
I think they are. Creation Inc.
Creation Inc. Here. Creation Entertainment Inc. Here with Dominic Keating. He was on the wonderful show Enterprise, the prequel to the original series. And he was also a vampire on Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
That was my first job, indeed, sir, here in the States. Josh Whedon pulled me out of the vampire hat. God bless him. Yeah, that was a seminal episode, too. I was the first time they'd morphed a guy live on screen into a vampire. And here's a little bit of trivia. So the vampire that I was looking after as the Watcher in an idle moment when he was Jeff Kober. And he guested in the whole of our third season in the Xindi episodes. And then I went on to work with him again when I got a job on Sons of Anarchy. Small world, the acting community in LA. Hi, Jeff.
Hi, Jeff. Maybe we'll get you on the show, too.
Uh-huh.
So, you're now part of the Star Trek family. Welcome to the family. What do you think of the fan community?
It's, adorable. I've embraced it heartily. I was the first member of our cast to get out and do the conventions. My buddy Connor over there was like, oh my God, you're going to do those things? And I was like, yeah, no, I've seen Trekkies, man. There's a whole nother annuity and appendage to this game. And I was a little nervous at first. I was scared that I was going to meet the likes of the dentist. No disrespect, sir. And but look, in the 15 years I've done these things now, big up love. And, the fandom's extraordinary. And we love traveling the country. This year's been momentous. The 50th. I've crisscrossed the globe this year, literally. I've been home 3 times. I've been to South America. I've been to the Falkland Islands. I've been to Germany. I'm going back again to England in a month. We're here in New York for 2 weeks. And we're getting paid. And it doesn't get better than that, people. It really doesn't. So thank you, fandom. Thank you.
That is awesome. I wish I could get paid to go to quite as many conventions as you and travel the world, but it's not in my cards quite yet for me.
It's all this.
I can't compete with that. Even with the power of Q, I can't compete with that. So, since you go to a lot of cons, and you've been going for 15 years, I imagine you've seen a few people who are dressed maybe in Starfleet uniforms, maybe as Gorn, cosplayers. What do you think of these people?
I love them. I love the advent of the cosplay phenomenon. And, let's face it, for us lads, a lot of the girls are looking pretty good these days. The Big Bang Theory, I think, has a big shout out to be respected. They've certainly made Trek and nerdism really cool to a much wider audience. And I've noticed that change in the 15 years I've been around this. That it's just widened its base, and it's cool to be it's cool to be a nerd.
You heard it here first. It is cool to be a nerd. He said it, must be true.
Yeah. And some of them are damn sexy nowadays.
Thank you so much. I know. Try to keep your hands off me, though. Cosplay's not consent. So if you were to come to one of these, but not as a guest, but just as an attendee, and you were going to put on some kind of costume, and it doesn't have to be at a Star Trek convention, it could be at a horror convention, comic book convention, what is there?
Suit.
You'd wear a cat suit?
Hell yeah. I got the figure. Yeah.
I would like to see that.
I'd have to see a doctor in Beverly Hills, but otherwise I could fill it out pretty good.
So, would you want to be Catwoman, or just Black Cat, or is there a particular, or just you?
Catsuit guy. Me in a catsuit. Yeah, that would be, I don't know. What would I wear? What would I look good in? I tell you what I liked in our show, when we did those Mirror Darkly episodes, I thought I looked pretty good in the original series costume, I have to say. It suited me rather well. And so that's probably would be my go-to outfit, I think. Yeah. The red shirt, the black pants, the little black boots. Yeah.
You sure you want to be a red shirt?
I don't look. I'm never going to die. I'm too famous to die. So, I can dodge the expendability.
Just speak with a Scottish accent and you're good.
I could do that too, son. Yes, indeed. Captain, the diathanol crystals, they're not melting down and we're not making no scotch out of this. So we have to stop off at Riza and drop into the tavern there. All the Scottish people watching this and going, what the f*** is these?
Are you working on anything new?
I just made a movie in LA at the beginning part of this year called Knowing. It's a cop drama. I got to play a serial killer, which was a lot of fun. And then I'm very proud to... I'm really blowing my horn about this a bit. I'm now the 4th actor in all of recorded time to do a recorded version of Homer's epic poem, The Iliad. And I just did it for HarperCollins. An amazing lady called Dr. Caroline Alexander spent 5 years translating it from the ancient Greek. And it's getting 5-star reviews. It's on iTunes right now. Please go and listen and go buy it. It's a great story. It's the original story. 17,500 lines. I did in 10 days. And it was without doubt the most challenging thing I've ever done as an actor. And the most rewarding, I have to say. It was hard work, but when I read that last paragraph on the last day, it was something. It really was.
Was that feeling that you accomplished something?
It was a marathon. It really was a marathon. And the young man that helped me through it, Philip Miller, God bless, he held my hand and led me up the mountain. He'd studied it at university, and he happened to be the sound engineer at this recording studio. His 2 favorite things in life are dressing up as a pirate and the Iliad. And luckily, one of them was pertained to me.
Did he ever dress as a pirate while you were doing the Iliad?
No, he didn't. It would have been a little distracting, maybe.
Well, fun.
But fun. Anyway, it was a hoot. And I'm very proud. And we got to do a live event in D.C. for the National Geographic Channel a couple of months ago. Caroline is sponsored by them, and they did a live lecture of Homer, the poem, her translation, in front of 500 scholastic dignitaries, and I got to read excerpts from her translation, and it was really... I hadn't done a live event in a long time, and I was a little nervous, but it went swimmingly well, so...
But you still got the touch.
I've still got it. Thank you. It never goes away. Yeah, it's like riding a bike.
So now I have to ask some really invasive questions. Like, what is your favorite dessert?
I'm not a huge... I mean, it's not that I don't like dessert. If I'm sticky toffee pudding or tiramisu, maybe. Yeah, they could be right up there. Yeah.
Okay. So, sticky toffee pudding and tiramisu.
Yeah. Or Eton Mess. There's a good English one for you. Do you know Eton Mess?
I don't, actually.
It's a sort of, what is it? It's a meringue with fruit and cream, double whipped, and they mess it all up. So it's really a meringue, fruit, cream, summer dish that they then just, the story goes that they were playing cricket, someone made this tower of meringue and fruit and cream and dropped it, and they put it back in the bowl, and it was at Eton, and it became what's known as Eton Mess. There you go. It's not an English story.
I'll have to look into that once I'm hoping to go over to England next year, so maybe I'll try some Eton Mess.
Ask about some Eton Mess, yeah.
And they'll be like, oh, you must have been talking to Dominic, right?
Yes, indeed.
He tells that story, it's not true. No, don't listen to him.
I'm not saying anything else.
Okay, so also, if you could work with any actor, living or dead, obviously if they were dead, they would be back to life and in their prime. Daniel DayLewis.
I nearly got to. I got half close on playing his would-be brother in There Will Be Blood, in that Paul J. Anderson movie a few years back. It was one of those jobs that I didn't get that I thought I was gonna get, and that was I would love to work with him. Yeah.
That is very cool. Why him?
He's possibly the greatest living male actor that we've got right now on the planet, I think. There you go.
All right, so if you're watching, hi Daniel, just see if you can get him in your next production. That'd be awesome.
He's Schumaker too. I don't know if people know that, but he took some time out. He gave up acting for a bit and actually became a cobbler in Italy and learned how to make shoes from the ground up. So he's an extraordinary actor. He inhabits parts, and I can only aspire to be, half the talent.
And if you did half, that would be awesome.
It would be pretty good. Yeah, I have to say.
And finally, if you were able to vote in the United States you can.
I am a citizen.
You are a citizen. Awesome.
Yes, I will be voting my first time this year.
Well, here's two candidates that you have to choose from for president, which are a little different. If you were to vote for president and you had the choices between Batman and Iron Man, who would you vote for?
Trump.
Trump, no.
I'm such a kidder. Trump man. I'd vote for Trump man. Batman or Iron Man? I think I've got to go Batman only because I grew up with Batman. And better the Batman you know than the Iron Man you don't.
Very cool. So where can people find you on social media?
I do have a Facebook account. Someone is out there being Dominic Keating for me. I have a private Facebook account, which you can find if you sleuth. I'm on Instagram, which I have recently embraced, and I'm known as IDomNo. IDomNo at Instagram, whatever the address is. So there you go. Find me there.
All right, we'll actually put the links down here.
I don't tweet.
You don't tweet?
I might. Look, I've been a Luddite most of my life, and I only got an iPhone about a year ago. I actually had a Star Trek flip-up phone forever with no phone numbers in it. They're all in here, including London cell phone numbers. I'm not kidding. And I lost that phone snowboarding in Mammoth 2 seasons ago, and I was gutted when I lost that phone. I loved it. It was this big. It fitted in every pocket you needed to fit in. Anyway, I have embraced this thing. Oh, I gotta go.
Well, thank you so much. Everyone, thanks for watching.
Thank you, guys.
And as always, have fun
Yeah.
and cosplay on.
Ciao.